This is a young, promising, beautiful lady who sold her destiny for wealth. Once upon a time, there was this young girl called Yaa Tiwa who grew up in a village. This girl was very beautiful. She was the kind of woman that every man admired. One day, she was looking at herself on a mirror and she told herself that she would never get married to a poor man. She decided to keep her promise. There were all kinds of men who proposed to this lady. Different types of men came to this lady proposing, but she rejected all of them. One day, in a surprise, she saw so many cars driving to the village. She was surprised. Then there was a young man who stepped down from the car called Daasebre. Daasebre was very rich, young gentleman and handsome. When Yaa Tiwa saw this man, this was the man she was looking for. Her mind suddenly changed, and this man called Daasebre went straight to her, proposed to her, and a few weeks later, there was a marriage ceremony. Yaa Tiwa knew she had gotten the man she wanted. She had gotten the man, the life she wanted. The marriage ceremony went on peacefully. They hugged each other. They kissed as lovers. At the end of the day, Daasebre got married to Yaa Tiwa and they drive away, observe their honeymoon. Daasebre sent Yaa Tiwa to his house where he showed her around. They sat on their bed, enjoyed themselves as lovers. Daasebre gave her a separate room as he's also having his own living room. He only goes to her when he want to have affair with his wife. It go to a time that Yaa Tiwa realized that she is becoming alone, and she also realized that she had never washed his man clothes, especially his singlet. Yaa Tiwa confronted him and he said, "Oh, I don't just want to stress you." Yaa Tiwa became suspicious, so one night she decided to sneak and enter the room where Daasebre sleeps. But surprisingly, she saw something strange. There was a bulldog licking at the back of Daasebre. Yaa Tiwa was surprised and shouted, "Hey, what is that? What is going on? Are you a ritualist?" And Daasebre replied, "Yes, I am. That is what I do for a living." Yaa Tiwa started crying whilst Daasebre tried to explain the whole situation to her. Daasebre explained to her that he loved her so much, that is why he didn't want her to see what he is living and the situation. Weeks later, Yaa Tiwa was afraid of her life. She sat down quietly and planned on how to execute a plan. One day, when her husband Daasebre went out, she decided to pack all her clothes, everything, and leave the house because this is not the life she wanted, although she wanted a rich man. Whilst on her way, a car knocked her down, and the next thing was on a hospital bed. She was facing breathing issues whilst oxygen was on her. Yaa Tiwa struggled and finally said, "Do not marry someone without knowing the work that they do." Yaa Tiwa could not survive as she gave up. They carried Yaa Tiwa away. Her family surrounded her, trying to wake her up, but she could not survive. They sent Yaa Tiwa to her village and mourned her. All mourners came, all her friends, all her family. They put Yaa Tiwa in her grave. All her family members mourned her, and the story became so famous. This is the end of a young, promising girl who sold her destiny for wealth.